Well, welcome back. We're glad you're with us today. In my hand, I hold what is called a framing square. And this is a powerful tool. I remember, maybe around the early 90s or so, mid-90s, when I wanted to build a fort in the backyard. Me and my brother Pete wanted to build a fort. And we'd built forts before, don't get me wrong. We'd done a lot. And but we weren't just looking to build a stick and duct tape and nails that were randomly found. We were wanting to build a fort. It would be a miniature house, windows, doors, siding, roof, shingles. I mean, the whole thing. We wanted it all. And and I remember getting those materials together, working and earning the money and getting the materials together, but we didn't know how to build. Not really. And I remember a man that we were working for at the time. His name was Chris Mindel. And Chris Mindel said, "Hey, I'll help you build it. We can build it in the warehouse, this place where we were working with him at, and we'll build all the wall panels and the flooring and the roof system. We'll build it all there, and then we'll haul it over to your house and A-frame roof. This thing was going to be awesome. We'll bring it over to your backyard and we'll assemble it there." And I remember getting there in that warehouse and starting to build with him, and he pulled out one of these. When he came to the roof system specifically, I remember when he took this framing square and showed us what it meant to cut a bird's mouth. And that's part of the roofing system. And all these years that stuck with me. The lessons that he taught me then, a lot of the construction things that he taught me, were things that I learned all the way back then. Was it really critical that I learn how to build a fort? Learn what a bird's mouth was, 16 on center, framing windows out, framing doors, an A-frame roof, what it meant, the pitches. And did it really matter for a fort? Well, no, the fort really is inconsequential. But we used some time that we had back then to learn part of a trade that honestly has been invaluable in my ministry life. It wouldn't be for years until I would have to use some of that same math again to figure out how to build things for the Lord's house that I was taught when I was just a young boy. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16 tells us, "Redeeming the time because the days are evil." Far too often we think of redeeming the time as in seizing the very moment in which something is happening in order to solve a problem or overcome an obstacle. But that's not the case at all. Redeeming the time, and more often than not, is me just doing some things today, utilizing the time that I have today because of the days that will be ahead of me in which I will need that. In which I'll need that knowledge, or which I'll need that strength, or which I'll need the resources. I'll redeem the time today because there's coming a day. Hey, in all of our lives, if the coronavirus has taught us anything, is that there's a lot of unpreparedness in the world. That means there were a lot of things where people didn't redeem their time. Finances, people find themselves in difficulty because of finances. Businesses find themselves strapped because of maybe unnecessary debt. Now, I understand there's a lot of different circumstances here. A lot of different things at play. A lot of things that were unseen altogether. But don't lose the point. We have an opportunity today to prepare for the future if we'll redeem the time. Hey, the days were evil in Paul's day. The day is evil today. And if the Lord tarries, the day will only continue to become more evil in the future. Redeem the time. Utilize the time that you have today to prepare yourself, to build knowledge on God's Word, to strengthen yourself in His Word and His precepts and His principles. Hey, maybe redeem your time in other ways, your finances. Prepare your finances for calamity and difficulty. But whatever it is, will you redeem the time today? Don't waste it. We have so very precious little of it. Get off the couch. You've watched the video. Maybe you saw this on YouTube or Facebook. Don't continue to spend the next half an hour wasting time. Go redeem the time. Obviously, spending some time with the Lord would be one of those best practices in redeeming the time. And so I encourage you today, in the words of Paul, redeeming the time because the days are evil. It may not seem like it's so bad right now, but there's coming a day. So redeem your time today. God bless you. We trust you have a great day, and we'll talk with you soon.